So now that we have acknowledged what our fears are, we wrote it down. Hopefully you come to a decision with everything on that list, not just some things. And you want to be free. Well, this final step will definitely be a tall tale sign if you're really ready to let it go and get out of bondage. Ladies and gentlemen, the only way to free yourself from something that you are afraid of, take a deep breath, is to face it head on. Face it head on. Which means if you're having a difficult time with your relationship with your mother or your father or your sister or your brother, and you get an opportunity to address something, for example, you're in conversation with your auntie, and you love your auntie, and you guys are like this, and you talk every day for hours, and there's just this one thing that your auntie does that you don't like, and you know if you say something, she's gonna just go off. When you're in conversation with your auntie and she does that thing, you're going to have to say something. Now, how you get it out, I'm not going to coach you on that, because I have found it doesn't really matter how you say it. Of course, you always want to be respectful. Of course, you always want to find ways to effectively communicate. But unfortunately, with some people, it doesn't matter if you say it nicely. It doesn't matter if you say it respectfully. It doesn't matter if you say it in a nice tone. Or if you're cussing them out. They're going to take it the same way, and they're going to react to you the same way, right? Anybody relate to that? So here's what you do. Next time auntie says that thing that you don't like, say something. Let me give you some words to say. Auntie, I don't like when you say that. You don't got to be around the bush. You don't got to cushion nothing. You don't got to sugarcoat nothing. Just get straight to it. Auntie, I do not like when you do that. Period. Now, whatever auntie says after that, try your hardest. This is a tough one for me. Try your hardest, a very tough one for me, not to get in your feelings when you hear the response. Okay? This is something that I have learned, that when I say what I have to say, I say it, and if a person has a rebuttal against it, okay, that doesn't mean that you have to respond. Because the only mission, your only job, is to let that person know what it is that's bothering you. Once you've done that, and they let them say what they have to say, if they start asking you questions and all that stuff, just repeat yourself. And try not to get emotional. Try not to get emotional. I am an emotional human being. I should give me a shirt that says emotional, because I carry my heart on my sleeves. I really, really do. You could say one thing to me and it was, I'm all the way in my feelings. I'm crying. I got snot coming out my nose. I'm screaming. I'm hollering. Okay? It's not that what I'm saying is wrong. It's just the delivery. Now the person may not really hear what I'm trying to tell them, because I didn't bring it correctly. So that's why I'm telling you, just say what you have to say. If they have a response, all right, but you got out what you had to say. And if ever they think back to that conversation, it's going to go back exactly to what you said. It ain't going to be no emotion. It ain't going to be nothing else but what I told you. They are not going to be confused because they know what you said. They heard what you said. And that's the whole point. Okay? If your thing is the dark, I know I'm a grown woman. I have fear of the dark. Last night, I said, you know what? I'm not going to allow this to control me anymore because I noticed my fears I'm passing on to my child. When he gets in the bed with me and I keep looking at my door and seeing if anybody's standing there, he's doing the same thing. And then it makes me wonder how my paranoia came along. Did I learn it? Did someone teach me that? And I wasn't even aware of it because as far as I can remember, I've been paranoid of the dark. As far back as I can remember, I have slept with some type of light in my room because I was afraid of sitting in the dark. So if that's your issue, don't light no candles. Make it pitch black dark in your house. It's going to drive you crazy, but you have to do it. The first night is not going to be easy. Last night was not easy for me. But tonight I'm going to do it again. And I'm going to keep doing it until I'm not afraid anymore. Guys, anything that you are afraid of, whatever it is. Now, I'm not saying if you're afraid of fire, go stick your hand in some fire. I don't think that you should go do something if you're not ready to do it. But again, I do want you to think, how long have you sat in this state of mind of not being ready to face your fear yet? How long have you been sitting in that mindset? How many years and how much time has went by that you sat telling yourself, I'm just not ready yet. But I don't want to end that relationship right now. But I love that person. I don't want to hurt their feelings. I can go take a trip when I get older. Face your fears head on. Whatever you wrote down on that list, one by one, gonna start from the top until you get to the bottom. And once you do it, scratch it out. And I promise you, you are going to feel so liberated. You might cry some days because you're a little bit hurt at the relationship that was lost. You might cry because you're still a little bit afraid. But listen to me. The freedom that you're going to gain is going to be so much bigger than that. And those people that may be mad at you, they'll come around. Or not. And it just leaves room for other worthy people to come into your life. I love y'all. If you have subbed to me and I have not subbed back, please put it in the comments below. I want to make sure that I am showing support as well, as much as you guys support me. I love y'all. See you next time.